Greetings, everyone. Welcome. My bad news is your good news. Bombed out of an Ikoria Premier Draft. Not bombed out. We did okay. Got 2 wins, but not as much as we would have liked. Had a lot of extra time in the stream. I asked the gang what we wanted to do, and the answer was loud and clear. Draft again. And then, this is interesting, I was like, all right, we're going to draft offline together. I want to pick one of the formats that exists on Arena and revisit it with all human drafting, because most of the past sets that we've played have only been bot draft. Like Eldraine, we did human drafts of Eldraine on Thursday, and it was a lot of fun. I had barely drafted against humans in Eldraine before. And so, interestingly, though, today we let people choose between several options, and of all the things that won, M20 is our big winner today. So we're actually going to do an all-human draft of Magic 2020. I'm going to kill this fruit fly, and we're going to play against each other. And I'm not sure. I think I drafted M20 against humans once, so this should be pretty interesting. And we're going to figure out if there's anything good going on in M20 when it's all humans. If you do find something good going on in M20 and you want to take care of that for your paper game, though, you're going to check out cardkingdom.com. They are my sponsor. They have an incredible selection of physical Magic cards. So if you go to Card Kingdom via my panels down below, you're going to find all the M20 cards you could hope for and more. It always surprises me when I go to Card Kingdom and they don't have something. Usually means something has happened, like maybe some card is taken off or something, or it's a little weirdo. But for mainstay stuff, Card Kingdom has you covered. You can usually just build your entire deck from a one-stop at my favorite sponsor, my favorite retail Magic spot, cardkingdom.com. So check them out for me. Thank you. And here it comes. Here's the link for you all. I'm going to take the first 8 players who are committing to drafting and playing at least one game of this with me over the next couple hours, okay? Who's in? Let's find out. If you want to do this more fairly, if you want to be part of my event on Fridays, then you're going to want to check out... let's see, it's Heroku Chat Draft, right? Chat Draft. So, if you want to learn more about doing this on Fridays, participating in a more formal way, you can do that. I'm going to switch over to left monitor now and move this chat a little bit. Then I'm going to tighten this up a little bit. All right, so if you haven't seen this website before, by the way, welcome. This is mtgadraft.herokuapp.com, and in this we can set. Oh, it looks like it changed. I had this set properly, and then it switched on me. Core set 2020 is what we want. We want layer off. So we're ignoring collections. We're going to do core set 2020. I got 8 players here looking ready, and I'm going to do a ready check. That's where I click this, and they all let me know that they're ready to go. And when we do, we hit fire, and basically we're going to draft M20 and build on this website, and then we're going to export these decks into Arena and use the buddy system to challenge each other there. So, getting some not readies here. Let me try again. Looks like we do have a spot. There's only 7 of 8 there now, so if somebody wants to jump in, there's 8. D looks like he's ready. Do it one more time on the ready check. Oh, almost. Colonel, you in there, Colonel? Hey, everybody's ready. All right, with everybody ready, let's get this going. So, M20, what do we like here? Pack Mastiff is good as a 2-drop in this format. Regulator, not really a good rare. This is a bad pack, everybody. Look at this garbage pack. We can take Winged Words for the divination that gets better if you got flyers, or Pack Mastiff if you want the decent 2-drop. But this is one of the worst packs I've seen in the format, honestly. Yeah, Thicket Crasher, Winged Words. This is not worth taking as a pack one, pick one. Thicket Crasher does set up kind of the green elemental thing, but I would really rather have Mastiff than Thicket Crasher. Didn't give myself much time on this on the clock, by the way. Maybe I should have. I always forget that setting. I'm going to go with Mastiff. It's tough. It is an awful, awful pack. But aggro red elementals is decent, and Mastiff, even though it's not an elemental, is fine in there. What do we got now? So I got a Scorch Spitter, which is not really playable in the format, I think. Spitfire, not much better. Noxious Grasp. These are amazing constructed cards, but they're marginal limited cards. But again, nothing here is jumping out at me as being important or even particularly good. Yeah, and this is best of one. So 34 seconds to make it. Maybe we do just take Spitfire and see if we can't make it work. But it's not very good. It's just okay. It's not very good. So you can make it. There's a lot of uses for a skeleton in the format. But since we started on a red pick that's aggro, might as well stay red and take the weak card that's red. Because 2 weak packs so far is what I've seen. Yeah, Portal, Rob points out, we could have taken Portal and built around it. Thank you for that. Now, granted, most of my experience is against bots where Portal wheeled a lot. Maybe humans value the Portal higher and it won't wheel, but also there's a way in which I'm trying to just wheel that. We could take a Temple of Triumph. We could take, I don't remember doing Boros much around these parts, but we could take a Dawning Angel. Mr. Trivia, I don't know how you're coming up with red not open on pack 1, pick 3. That's way too early to talk about what is or isn't open. That being said, I'm going to take a Dawning Angel here as reasonable. Maybe wheel the charge. Yeah, this is all right, but we wheel that too. I just don't prioritize 6 drops here. Yeah, Hodge wants the land. This is a legit pick. We are in red, but I would rather take the Angel than the fixing here. Another Temple of Triumph, but we have an Ember Cat that really is nice in the the red elemental deck, and there is a Smuggler, which maybe is even better. Smuggler can be good with the Spitfire, but we're not doing anything else to make the Spitfire matter yet. You like the kitty? I think it's clearly kitty or Smuggler. We don't have any other elementals yet, though. I'm going to take the Smuggler because we already have the Mastiff. Yeah, Mastiff is a combo we already have that I like more than the Spitfire combo. Well, the world's in chaos, everybody, and I hope you're managing it okay. All things considered, I'm actually in a pretty good mood today. Feeling pretty lucky. Feeling pretty lucky about my life, and although not about completely missing my pick because I'm hanging out down below. Here we go. Let's get back up here and take a look. Soul Salvage is great. Lynx is great. We only have the Dawning Angel. I don't consider us Boros yet. I might want to take the Lynx and hedge towards possible blue-red elementals, and because the only thing there's no red here, so it's really Soul Salvage or Lynx. And Soul Salvage, red black is good too. But I'm going to take Lynx because I do... The blue-red Elementals deck is a real deal if you can get there. Here we have a Metropolis sprite we could add to it. Unchained Berserker does some surprisingly good stuff against white decks, but it's really just a bad 3-1 for 2. I think we want the flyer more. Yeah, do you want Berserker over Sprite? They're very close. This isn't very powerful either. I mean, we could take either of these and be reasonable. Neither of these are elementals, or that would be the tiebreaker. Yeah, I'm not sure. Did I get it? I tried to take... Oh, no, we got the Sprite. That's okay. I changed my mind at the last minute because, again, the Smuggler argument was a good one. The Smuggler can make the 3-1, make it unblockable while it's a 1-1 and then get it through for 3. Here's an obvious kitty. But yeah, I do wish I had the... I would take the Berserker now over the Sprite. This isn't bad, though. They're very close. So I saw they spoiled or they previewed a Planeswalker that's a cat dog, like a cat and a dog that are best buds, which is kind of cool. But I couldn't tell. Does that mean are they abandoning Hound? Are they gonna errata all hounds to be dogs? Oh, it's not a Planeswalker. It's just legendary. Okay, I somehow got it in my head. It was Planeswalker, which would be kind of funny. The cat dog Planeswalker. Bird Grabber, Stinky. Moorland Inquisitor is all right. I'm going to take a hedge on the Inquisitor with our Angel over grabbing a Stinky Bird Grabber. Man, I don't finally change there. I never seemed to want to do that when I was there. Regulator comes back. And it does let you loot away mountains. It's not unplayable, but I think we take a God's Willing in case we do end up on the white-red aggro. So I'm going to pass on the Regulator even though we could play it. I'm going to take the God's Willing as a fine trick in a low-down red-white aggro build. Crag. Take Foot Soldier #1 over the Crag, but I certainly like casting my spells. This is an elemental. You can pick these up. I think we want the Crag, though. Although this is the time to get in on the Foot Soldier if we want to see if we can make it a thing. I'm going to take the Crag, though. And here's an Inspired Charge that helps with the go wide, and I do like that more than this Predator. I don't disrespect the Predator. This is actually pretty a decent top end for red in the format, all things considered. You like the Sentry? Pretty whatever. I'm going to take the Charge here, though. Speaking of sentries, I guess we take Sentry #1. Oh, I can maybe Digger. We're still more for sure red than white. I think I'll take the Sentry, though. Looks like we are Boros aggro, I guess. Really wish I had the 3-1 uncommon now. Rare draft. Yeah, I've never run the Foot Soldier contingent, although I don't play white much. Really, Agent? That's rough. That's a super bomb. Is it enough of a super bomb to be worth pivoting? No, I think we try to beat the Agent by killing them before they have 7 mana. We just take the Outrage. Mr. Trivia says our white isn't great. Our white isn't great, but our white is very on plan. I see a plan coming together here that I like. Ambercat maybe on the wheel. Yeah, Thief won't wheel, and we're not really on the black. I'm just moving in on Boros here. I like where we're at. This should be a decent deck. Run things like Infuriate. Just kind of run them over. With where we're headed, I definitely like cheap combat tricks. I think Infuriate probably more important here than a mass. Oh, sorry, I didn't see a Sky Knight Vanguard. Durr. Yeah, this we will take over and Infuriate. But I am looking to pick up some Infuriates, is what I'm saying. And I think I would even take Mastiff over Infuriate. We're going to try and wheel this. I would love to wheel Mastiff or Infuriate out of the... Or even maybe an Angel. But lots of stuff for here. Lots of stuff here for us if we can wheel it. This is a little bit worrisome, but maybe not a lot of legends in the set. I don't remember Boros aggro being a big player in this format, but it's where we're landing today. Yeah, Kethis in a Dom draft could do some stuff, I bet. All right, we got another chance at a Berserker, but look at this. Kind of a bomby card here. I want the Scorcher too, but this is going to be our top end. It'll be just fine. Boreal Elemental is good. Nothing else in the pack, really. Inspiring Captain could make the cut. Hopefully we'll wheel something around here, but taking this Mythic. Yeah, Captain would be a fine wheel. Doesn't this set have make two dudes instant? Yeah, like the instant make two soldiers. We want those now. Let's get wide. Yeah, raise the alarm. Thank you. Hello, love of my life.
Ah, scared me.
Good.
Don't scare me.
You're always coming down here and scaring me. Bag of Holding is solid. So is Pattern Matcher. Here's the raise that I was talking about. Pattern Matcher right now finds us an extra Inquisitor, but nothing else. We can take Pattern Matcher on the spec. Or we can take Raise the Alarm. I bet we wheel Raise the Alarm. Nobody wants this but us, right? Let's spec on Matcher. It's only pack 2. It's very good if you can get a couple of matches. Bag of Holding, decent also. I like what the GD and more is saying about Bag of Holding. This is a totally legit pick, although it is a little bit better in go long inevitability type decks. And Pattern Matcher, though, is a top end, picking us up a second copy of our 2-drop I really like. So, yeah, we're going to take that here. Another Vanguard for us. I like an Uncaged Fury. We could take the Zenith Seeker and try and splash it. Can we dare splash black here? I mean, we do have a Windscarred Crag. But even then, it's just for us, is going to be a flying 3/3 Vigilance, which isn't even as good as the Sky Knight Vanguard. So we're just going to take another Vanguard and see what we can't wheel out of this very sweet pack. Rob likes the Mask. I'm still on Vanguard, though. Vanguard makes extra go wide, and we are trying to work a little go wide angle here with Inspired Charge and trying to wheel that +1 your team. Yeah, this would be a great, we'll take this pack, kind of pack, but I'm going to take Vanguard. This is exactly what we're trying to do. Want another Inspired Charge, want the captains. Here's a Moment and an Infuriate. I'm going to take the Infuriate because it's cheaper, but I was saying, you know, when you do get these aggro lowdowns, you do want the combat tricks, because usually what you're trying to do with a deck like this is force your opponent to block. You get on the front foot and force them to try and trade off with your creatures, and taking the Infuriate is good. Yeah, Manifold Key could be a decent card in this deck as well, but I'd rather just find more smugglers. We don't. You don't want a key. You want smugglers. We don't want more smugglers. You know. I'm liking how this deck is coming together. Couple of fives for the very, very top end. I just want to make this pattern matcher better than it is right now. Squad Captain. This could be a Squad Captain deck, kind of just like an Angelic Gift, though. Give our Ember Cat or Pack Mastiff flying, you know. The thing is, I don't think we need a 5-drop. Like, I love the Cavalier. The Angel is fine. If we got another Angel, I'd be fine with that as well. I'd rather keep piling on our low end here. I'm gonna take the gift. Yeah, on the Sentry would be nice. Vigilant. All right, Chandra is an excellent, excellent card. This is like rare level power. Creeping Trailblazer is good if we'd gotten there. And of course, Ember Cat can power out a Chandra. We have one Ember Kitty. We're going to take Chandra and try and find some more kitties. Yeah, we totally found the right lane. I feel good about that. I'm going to update this info while we're on it. Oh no, I'm on left monitor. There's no info here. Soulmender in our colors, but we're in pod, so I'm actually going to... this doesn't stop any of our stuff. Veil of Summer, this powerful card. We'll take a Pulse. I think Pulse is the best against us of these cards. Sorry, D. Sorry, something has come up. Yeah, but can you stick around? Can you stick for the draft and then bail? No big deal if you bail after the draft, but hopefully we get humans picking. Dawning Angel. I do like this as a 5. Actually, I'm going to take this as a 4. Life gain doesn't matter to me as much as getting the 3/4 flyer, 3/2 flyer out a turn sooner. So I'm taking that. We'll cut a Scorpion. If you really have to go though, D, don't worry about it. It's all good. If bots have to pick it out for you here, it's not amazing, but we're not going to sweat it. No big deal. Do we want a Predator? Are we even trying to get to 6? I don't think we want a 6. I think I'd rather have a Digger on 3 than a Predator on 6 at this point. Look at that. We are so in the right lane. Do we want a Fury or a Mask? I guess we're doing enough weenie stuff that we take the Mask here. This deck is coming together sweetly. We have nearly a playable deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. We only need 2 more cards before we have playables. Unfortunately, this is not what we want. Check this out. Who is saying they got 3 Sky Knight Vanguards? I think we're going to get 3 Sky Knight Vanguards. Sending this Scorcher around, there was another Scorcher, and that was rough, and I would like a Shock, but we're taking all the Vanguards. All the Vanguards! Now I really want another Inspired Charge, and I really want one of those Captains. Or just more Vanguards, that's cool too. Oh yeah! Pattern Matcher is now quite good, right? Like, we do have a 4th Vanguard. It's called Pattern Matcher. Oh yeah, this was the bow format and the murder format. We just haven't seen these yet. We could throw a bow down, but we're not playing a bow, right? Marauding Raptor, though. Creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Seems good, except whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, Marauding Raptor deals 2 damage to it. So you really can only play 3 toughness against with that card, and we're just all full of 2 toughness. So we really can't play that. This is almost a hate draft situation. We're not going to get there on Foot Shoulders. Maybe we're there. Maybe we Maniacal Rage. You know, I'm not really one to run a Maniacal Rage. Yeah, we could take a Foot Soldier. Maybe we get 2 more of them and it's correct. And I also don't like Maniacal Rage. I don't think we need to do that. I think we're good enough without there. Let's take a Foot Soldier. Although watch us lose to this Boreal, this specific Boreal Elemental that I'm not cutting. All right. Sometimes you just put together a little bit of a constructed deck. Yeah, we're doing a chat draft right now. I know we're on low removal, but it's all right. We're going to remove by removing their 20 life points. We got Outrage. We got Chandra. We've got God's Willing to Protect. We've got Infuriate to pump. Definitely could stand to have some more removal, but not hating where we're at all. I'd really almost rather see another Inspired Charge than like another Shock or something like that. We have 5 Vanguards because we'll find our last one with the Pattern Matcher. Well, there's that Foot Soldier that can do that, but we've got a Lavakin Brawler for our Smuggler. We don't have a ton of elementals, but we have some. This is hardly as good as it is in the full-on elemental deck, but we also have Raise the Alarm, which goes in our deck better. I think we should commit to the Go Wide and Alarm. Heroism is whatever. It's a combat trick that I'll take late if it comes around. Yeah, Griffin is interesting as well. I think I like. I'm gonna take Raise the Alarm though. It's what I really want for this deck, so I'm gonna take it. Unusual pick. I almost always take the Brawler in that spot when I'm in red. Here we can take Pacifism and see the Eagle that might have been, but Pacifism's good. Some removal for us. The key with Pacifism and cheap removal when you are the aggro deck is finding a removal that you can play pre-combat and allows you to get past a blocker. One of the problems that with things like Divine Arrow and deal 4 damage to attacker or blocker is that generally to use it successfully as removal, a block has to have taken place, and ideally we use removal that prevents Oppo from blocking in the first place. Yeah, Haj. Although if the Scorcher wheels, I'll be happy because we'll still run it. Like, this is a good Scorcher deck, too. We got some cuts to make already, though. Uncaged Fury is the pick here. We'll see if we play it. I like a couple of combat tricks. Probably not playing this right now. Probably not playing this right now. Are we playing this? Are we doing anything to give extra damage? This just does not do that much, you know. I guess we can give elementals +2/+0, so it does have that going for it. I'm going to move this out now just so we can see what our deck total is. This is going to be a 24 carder, I'm pretty sure, if we keep their top end at these 2 5s. You want to cut the mask? No, Trex, we like the mask. It's good. It's got it's a way to, you know, chuck our dudes at their face at the end of the game. Daybreak Chaplain is interesting. It's not really what this deck is about, but I don't see anything else here. I mean, we could take this so that if someone doesn't main deck hate for our creatures, but I think I'm taking the Chaplain and then quickly cutting it. I don't think it's good enough. Yeah, hate Spider probably would have been correct. I like that, David. Oh, I see. Trex is maybe saying mask is what triggers the Spitfire. Yeah. Sorry, Trex. I misunderstood you. I came around. Trex is saying at least mask triggers the Spitfire. That's a good call. Here's some removal, but we could grab another 2. I mean, our 2s are thick, so we don't really need this. I guess we do just... we want some more removal, so let's take the 3-drop removal. That's fine. Helps us with a race. Rob wants the Angel. I'm fine with 2 5s. If we're going to be at 16 land... in fact, really the question is... do we even... like, we're probably cutting an Inquisitor here. Probably cutting this gift... Trex, sorry, sure, T-Rex. Oh, I see Trex. You want to be T-Rex? I use some capitals or something. Kind of like Trex. Trex mix. We play Squad Captain over Angel? Maybe. I don't know. I'll take it and we'll think about it. This is actually also reasonable as a one-of in an aggro deck. This is some reach. But we have... yeah, David's asking if this is a good enough falter effect, but I just think we have enough reach that we don't need it. If we didn't have an Inspired Charge, if we didn't have, you know, we have Inspired Charge, we have Smuggler, we have Maniacal Rage. I'm not going to play that either, though. Exactly. Squad Captain is nice on the go wide plan. Never really, I don't like this card much and haven't run it much, but we might be in the place where we run it. Sentinel's a maybe. We are low on 3s, but I think probably not. Probably not on the Fury as well. I like that better with big green monsters. And this keeps us at 24. Wow, we can get a Crag to make our mana even better, but we're aggro, so I only kind of want the 1 tap land. We'll just take the Brawler and decide if it... yeah, Brawler over the Aeronaut, probably. Thank you for that. Rob wants the moment. I'm still... I like the level of interaction we have right now, Rob. I don't think moment's that important. Trex the T-Rex, now part of Team Optimal. And I'm going to move this in. We have really even needs, but I guess there is triple red, so we're going to lean red. And this looks good. If you are someone who battled against me, make sure you are a friend. So if you have not buddied me yet, going optimal 32646 is who you want to buddy. Brawler is not great, but it's still fine. It's not. It's just not nuts. I like it better than our that flyer, you know. So let's see. I'm gonna put it on. Okay, Retep. I'm gonna actually challenge. Well, let's get our deck set. I'm going to give my Oppos a chance to get their decks set here, and we'll put in some cool lands. I'm going to go with my favorite Avons, though. Ooh, although that Avon is a nice one. Let's go that Avon. What is this? This is... Oh, it's M20 anyway, so there you go. We'll do M20 Avon. Did Avon do another M20 land? Maybe he didn't do another one. Usually I have them do them in cycles. All right, we're going to go with this one. All right, I'll take the challenge. And we'll go to Battlefield. Call this a 0-0. Here we go. I like it so far. Ugh, perfect card against tapped and attacking 1/1 white soldiers, unfortunately. And on 1, no less. Meme Machine Dealer's Choice. Let's see. Well, since it's in the format, I'm going to go with... Going with the Golem. Go ahead and play some. If you're willing to keep an ear out and bail on your event if I can't find a taker, that would be nice. But yeah, absolutely go have fun. Just somebody try and be ready for me. Not doing a certain order. This is very loosey-goosey compared to our usual efforts. Interesting. So now... I can actually play the smuggler and get my dude in. This is a concern. Might have to give him a thief attack. Kill thief. How? How do I kill the thief? Aj. You want to keep the smuggler up to try and trade? It's tapped creature. Yeah, if I could just pick this off, I would have done that. Yeah, sentry trade. I'm gonna give him the smuggler, the thief attack. They get 1 card. And yeah, I'm gonna do it. Maybe it's fancy play syndrome, but maybe they don't block the smuggler, but then they just by tapping the smuggler, I get a free 1/1. I mean, the smuggler said 3 mana haste, tap, make a 1/1. That seemed all right. But Mike, I can't get them anyway. Like if they attack with the thief, now I can at least aerial assault the thief or whatever. This is fine. I don't think it's too cute. I think we needed to let him attack with the thief anyway. But then but do you guys hear what I'm saying? Yes, 2 is more than 1. 1/1/1 token is more than 0/1/1 tokens, right? And Angel around the corner to get us 4 life back. Outrage as an instant. Now, see, I like... now we could, like... I could kill the captain and get in for a lot. And then leave Smuggler back. Assault gives us some life back and still gets the thief. Doesn't give us another play. Yeah, the knight is rough. There's a lot of stuff that needs to die. All right, we'll go... I'm going to outrage the thief, but I'm going to start with the vanguard. I'm going to attack and see if they even want to block with the captain. Shock might make them decide to take one anyway. They're thinking about it. Shock is a thing. Yeah, it's a tough curve out that we've faced here. Although... really, we have curved out as well. If we draw a 2-drop especially, next turn we're going to aerial assault the Corpse Knight if it attacks. Might not attack. One question is if we double block the Inspiring Captain if they send that. They are sending it and they're not sending the other stuff, so I think we're good here and I'm gonna double block. If we're not good, then we're trading the smuggler and a token for some kind of trick, and that's okay. And if we're going to win this, the smuggler is not going to be that necessary. We've got Angel and Vanguard, so we're hoping to win in the air. Haas just wants to chump. Interesting. So now... Assault doesn't actually work as removal right now on the current board, but if we get into a race, I think it will. Sentry is playable next turn no matter what. If we ditch a mountain, then Angel might not be playable. We can draw another land, but will we? No guarantee that we will. I almost like land Angel, and then we just make sure that we can play our Assault and Sentry to effect. Both the Sentry and the Angel block and die to the Corpse Knight. That's interesting too. We could get rid of the Aerial Assault and try to go Sentry into Angel. Rob wants to keep land and Angel and then just try to win in the air. I think we need to ditch the land and try to get lucky on lands in this spot. So I'm going to ditch the land. Then the question is, are we keeping the creatures or keeping Angel or Assault? I think we want the Sentry no matter what to drop down here. And if we intend to use Sentry to block the Knight, then we do go ahead and ditch the Aerial Assault. I'm going to do that. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Infuriate ought to be good here because we could use it to win against the skeleton or whatever. They're never going to block with a knight, though. The knight. Let's send in the Vanguard. Give them a chance to block the 1/1 with the knight. I don't think they will. I would certainly throw the skeleton on it. Why wouldn't you? But now we have Sentry, Threaten to trade, and then Infuriate to save. Sorry, I need to take... Sorry about that. Right, we might not even, Mike says, is it worth saving? Maybe not. I don't even, but the thing is, I think they probably value their Corpse Knight enough that they won't even attack anyway. And we're going to use Infuriate to save our Vanguard instead. They could just not take this. They could just not block the Vanguard. Looks like what they're going to try and do. And that's understandable. I'm counting on finding a land and angeling back 4 of our life. And having a lot to surprise them with here. That's true. Sentry has Vigilance. I rarely play this card, and it's been a long time since I have, but yeah, I should have attacked with that. The skeleton can't beat it, and we would trade for the knight happily. So we'll do that from now on. All right, cool. Now, Sentry and Vanguard swing. Leave the 1/1s back. Because, well, we can't cast Infuriate this turn. Need to cast Angel. Mike says swing all. I'm not sure why we swing all, Mike. We just give up, I guess we give up. Yeah, maybe swing all is worth it, because they might put the skeleton in front of the Sentry to save some damage. Yeah, 5 open mana, we pass Murder. Kind of expecting maybe a Murder here. But if they use Murder mid-combat, then we get Dawning Angel post, so that's alright. Yeah, we'll use Pump to kill the Knight if they block with the Knight. If they don't block anything, we'll drop Angel. Rob is saying we have to play Angel this turn. Depends. Depends on how they block. And depends on what's in their hand. If they block with the Corpse Knight, I think we have to kill it or we're going to lose to it. I mean, that's the thing, Rob. So, like, what you're saying is we have to address the Corpse Knight, right? So we either address the Corpse Knight by infuriating after the Corpse Knight blocks, or we address the Corpse Knight by playing Dawning Angel after they don't block. Well, in this format, right now we're presenting almost lethal. 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12. Not quite lethal, so they can afford to not here, but we're not just dead on the backswing. If I swing all and they take it, we play Angel and then we're still okay, right? Oh, this is what I was worried about. Raise the alarm with Corpse Knight. Now we're probably dead. If they let the sentry live, that could be good. But okay, they're just gonna do this. All right. Now, if they got murder most foul, they don't. They are just bringing back the Skelly. That's good. Tight game. Still could go either way here. We can get them in the time that it takes them to recur Skelly. She's back. Now, Infuriate on the Sentry defeats the Captain. How do we win from here? I guess we got to keep sending flyers. I'd take Zenith Flare on that one, Lop. Yeah, I don't think the ground attack does much, but we got to send the flyers. Question is that sentry, if we're sending the sentry or not. Sentry, but we gotta block, we gotta use Infuriate on the Vulture if we're gonna win this. So yeah, let's send in only the flyers, be prepared to Infuriate to keep our flyers alive, and then drop the other flyer. There's not many cards in the format I take over Zenith Flare. Infuriate the Unblocked for what? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total points of damage, setting up a possible win next turn. But it's if we get him to 2 and Vanguard plus Vanguard was lethal, I would do it, Hat. But since we can't present lethal next turn with just the Vanguard, I don't think that makes sense to me. Now we can go for the win. If we just take this. We could block the vulture and infuriate, but we can try to crack back and win. If they don't play another flyer, we have a threaten a crackback for the win, and with this Corpse Knight making the long game bad for us. Yeah, but if they have Moment of Heroes, and what are we supposed to... Like, it's classically, I can't really play around that, I don't think. And if that's what they had, I'm surprised they didn't just cast it on squad pre and make it fly. Another raise. Yeah, but we're going for a win literally next turn. So I'm taking it. Oh, that's true. Wait a second. We could actually chump with the sentry to give Vanguard enough to be lethal. Yeah, I like that. There you go. That kind of covers both of it. Gives us the same chance, but lets us not die to the vulture. I'm in. We'll do this and see what they've got. Right, that's the plan now. New plan. I was not going to risk it because I was going to go for lethal, but we can go for lethal with 3, 4, 5, 6 off of the dead sentry. So that's why I'm doing it this way. Didn't I? Why is Vanguard dying? I'm doing this. So now we have 6 in the air. So I'm just trying to win off of 6 in the air here and make them do something to stop it. Really? Come on. Oh, no way. No way. That didn't matter. They got our angel. They got our angel. Now we're just doomed. That actually makes me feel better, because 1 was like, if we just dodged the 1, but 2 is like, all right, they got us. Good game, though. GG Vampirage. I'm going to let this one go and move on. Darn it. I like our deck. I think this is a pretty good deck for the format. Not something you typically saw a lot in the format, the Boros aggro, but I do like it. Yeah, thanks, Flip. I had your mom in my opening hand. Oops, wrong. LaSalle, you got the wrong setting, but I'll come back at you with the right one. Well, specifically, they had the best. Flip was on the play and dropped a frickin' skeleton turn 1 against our 4 Vanguard deck. Ugh, come on. Rough. All right, I'm going to move on from LaSalle here. If somebody else wants to challenge me from the draft, let's bring it. Colonel. All right, Colonel, I'll challenge you. Oh. Oh, what? No, LaSalle, you got to do the right... LaSalle, come on. Get it together, LaSalle. It's got to be 40 card. Wow, that's a pretty hard pivot flip. If I did best of 3, we'll just play once and then I'll scoop it. So now I'm screwing it up too. Funny. Come on. Ah! All right. I'm going to mulligan this. I want to get on the board on 2. It's all right, Lissal. We expect it from the... this is why I like doing this midweek. It shows you what a great benefit it is to have mods coordinating the efforts on Fridays, because on Fridays it's not like this. Another turn 1 Sanitarium Skeleton against my frickin' 4 Sky Knight Vanguard deck. I am just gonna, like, quit. F you all. Bringing turn 1 skeletons against my Vanguards. And it cost me pattern matching that Vanguard. Oh well. Brontodon can kill the mask. If so, I'm fine trading the mask for that massive beastie. I just can't catch a break here. Yeah, I kind of got to wait on pacifism now. Although I wouldn't... I mean, pacifism being 2 mana kill target Brontodon is also not bad. Oh, I realized we cut 1 Inquisitor and it actually takes away some of our ability to pattern match. I should think about that in sideboarding. Here, though, Inquisitor plus put him to a pacifism test. The trouble with pacifying the Brontodon flip is that they then sack the Brontodon to get the mask, and we've 2-for-1'd ourselves. That being said, how are we dealing with this Brontodon? Keep it. First strike is 3, though. Can't do that. Just trying to figure out if we're using this yet. Man. Like, what are we putting on? The skeleton? I guess the skeleton is interesting because then they have to get rid of the pacifism or they never get to use the recursion. But the trouble with skeletons is black decks have sack effects, so they're just going to sacrifice this out from under the pacifism anyway. So I'm just going to pass. Inquisitor is a decent blocker. I'll throw it in front of the champ, too. That's the one good attack. We're just going to take it. Woof woof. Barkhide Troll, pretty good with the mana up to keep it hexproofy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, not coming up Millhouse for me much today. But life is coming up Millhouse for me, so I'm not going to let magic get me down. We're having a good time. Thank you all for hanging out. We could do pattern for nothing, and yeah, I think we probably just have to play a 3-3 for 4 here. Kind of sucks, but I think we should. But first strike, the trouble is we got this Brontodon that we're losing to. I'm going to shuffle my library because that's going to help work it out. There we go. Fixed. Phasing has a lot of edge cases that are super confusing. It'll be fine digitally, but phasing is not a good paper mechanic. It's not. It also just does stuff so weirdly. Like, I shouldn't say it's not. I should explain myself. I think it's just a weirdo card with a weirdo mechanic with weirdo edge cases, and I hate complicated edge case mechanics. Like, complicated edge cases. Phasing as an abstract concept is fairly sensible, right? But it goes against everything else in the game that takes stuff out of play. Everywhere else in the game, if something I have leaves the battlefield, well, I shouldn't say everything. You're all going to find the exceptions. But, you know, the majority case, the thing you learn, the thing you get ingrained in your head is that when something on the battlefield leaves and comes back, it drops everything off and comes back solo. And so phasing not doing that, I think, is just a problem. I think when your mechanic does something so radically different, maybe it's not the best mechanic. Well, I'm going to offer this. We don't have much else to do about it. Maybe this is a setup, but we got to try and take a shot here. We can get 2 for 1 here, though. But they had to have just drawn it. Yeah, this was not in their hand before. They would have been attacking with other stuff. I wasn't going to play around anything here. At least we can pacify the Bronte now. And yeah, it's kind of a 3 for 2 or whatever. Oh yeah, we can ping it. Let's do that. Nice. We still get it. And now we can pacify something else. Ooh, let's do this and throw that on. Oh, maybe we don't have time to do this. Might need to, yeah, they missed that line. Magic's hard. Magic's hard. Yeah, I guess we just have to pacify the 2-2, right? If we pacify the 3-3, we could make it a 2-2, but that doesn't do much for us. So we'll do what we can about what we can and try to win the rest. Oh, come on. Oppos are top decking on me left and right, and with very medium cards. Don't love the Wolfkin Bond, but looks like it's doing okay here. Oh, this is why I hate... I thought, oh, this is the deck for a squad captain? Yeah, squad captain deck. Blah. It's never a squad captain deck. And now we're toast again. What a craptastic day of results. And at 3, we're going to need to chump here and block here and go to 1. Why do I even bother? Jesus. Apparently a good day to not have my hair on the line. Good game, Colonel. Maybe I'll do it if I remember next time. This was all intended to be best of 1. Colonel. I'm trying to get through all the players who were kind enough to join me in this event, so I don't want to play you 2 or 3 times. I want to play everybody once. I just screwed up on my challenge. Okay. 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 No 1-drop, Oppo? Swamp Skelly. Although 2-drop can get you 2, so sometimes the Vanguards just don't get enough done. We see it and we just imagine an endless stream of soldiers, but the reality, as someone, was it Haj who was saying, Haj was down on the card because of how it plays in the format. Nonetheless, we'll make him block here, drop another one, and then we're going to have a Pyromancer that's going to be able to help out with whatever they come up with next turn. Also, just getting 2 of these out sometimes means they just don't have enough to block it all. Oh yeah, it was Flip. Flip was saying they were down on Vanguard because of how important Skelly was in the format. Oh, we don't have a second white. You got to be kidding me. I guess I'm going to just drop Chandra and take out the smuggler now. And...
Ready? I'm ready. Let's do this.
Then we maybe hold back. Although, honestly, she's at 3, so even the Ember Cat doesn't kill her outright, so I am going to go ahead and attack here, I think. You like that, or do you hold? I mean, I'm not blocking, that's the thing. I don't want to block with either of these, so I attack. And now, sure, Kitty can go after Chandra and get her to 1, but Aerial Assault could kill the Kitty, and also it goes shields down on the Crackback. Ah! Come on! That is so rough! Man, it has been a rough day for me. Just perfect cards from Oppo.
Yikes! I'm out of here.
All right, well, this deck probably has... And, of course, we can't find our second planes for the stupid Inspired Charge. We sure did know we passed this deck to someone. It's just that they had to have the Trailblazer right there, War Furnace. It's not that they have a good deck. It's that they had specifically the Trailblazer to get our Chandra right when needed. That's what irks me. Yeah, swing all on Angel, I suppose. Nothing else to do. We're not going to use the aerial assault on the Ember Cat. We're going to try and get Trailblazer with that. If it's that Trailblazer, this is a good enough card that can be taken early. Maybe they have two. Well, if we get other planes, I still like our chances. We can assault whatever they come at us. If they come at us with a Trailblazer, we get to assault it. And if we find another planes, we get to Inspired Charge. And Inspired Charge at least gets you... That's why I wanted another one of these. With 4 Vanguards, all I wanted was more Inspired Charges. We never saw another one. Yeah, did you see any? Did you have any in your deck, Flip? I have the only charge I remember seeing. Better this than on Friday, I suppose. We have the combat tricks I want in here, really. I didn't really want any more. That's where I feel like I'm getting played around in a way that maybe I also would not be if I were not playing against people who saw what I was doing. Because I think most people send in a freaking Trailblazer there, and we at least get to pick off the Trailblazer with the aerial assault. But, nah, guess not. Do we lose if we don't win, though? What do you mean, Mike? We were completely tapped out. But we'll see. Math is for blockers anyway. Oh, we had Angel to trade. Okay, that's fair then. Never mind. I was thinking we didn't have anything that could affect it. My bad read of the board. I would not risk my Trailblazer ever. I thought they could attack with a Trailblazer and not risk it. Oh my goodness! The no-look gets there. I'll take it. I will take it today. My gosh. Yeah, here. Even though it didn't count, you get this anyway.
I do my hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
I don't even think I want that that other copy of the dude in just for the pattern matcher. We have 4 of the Vanguards. The pattern matcher ought to get us one of those Vanguards the most times. I'm gonna keep. Hey, got lucky. Can at least get a Vanguard on 2 now if we want. I know, it was a keep. It's just that, like, this is the kind of hand... Sure, everybody's got skeletons against me. That's just how that goes right now. Maybe we actually want Moorland Inquisitor over a Vanguard, given the Skelly. Obviously, you want to get these going, but when every opponent drops a early skeleton to laugh at you, there's not much you can do. We can go Smuggler. If we find another mountain, we can go Smuggler into Vanguard. Vanguard. If we don't, we can go Smuggler into Raise the Alarm Vanguard. So it looks like that's what we're going to do. I'm fine with that. Looks like the Smuggler targeting the Inquisitor got Oppo to consider it the thing that should be killed. But really, I am happy to have that dead. I'd rather have the Smuggler around. Yes. So now, Vanguard here. Raise the alarm at the end of turn. And then pattern matcher for another Vanguard. All right. This is close to cheating. I'm going to play it out, but Nolan, I don't think you're playing fair. Almost makes me want to scoop and play somebody else. That just feels like cheating, honestly. Unless you're Nolan, if you're really main decking this against anybody, okay. But if you knew what I was playing and played the Fry because you knew you were playing me, that's a little icky. But I'm not going to assume it. Nolan, I apologize if I'm suggesting you're being icky when it was truly something you would main deck. Colonel, everybody comes back and watches. Maybe you don't. Maybe Colonel, you are so above it all that you don't watch yourself on somebody else's stream, but most people come back and watch their appearances on a stream. In this case, play the land. Unfortunately, again, no second mountain, so this Vanguard could die and we could just not even be able to match patterns. That would suck. But I will also get in for one. In general, I think of my oppos as people who are going to check this out later. You know? Interesting. I'll take the, He's Pattern Matcher gives us another Vanguard. I don't know, we can send in a Vanguard, but it doesn't matter. We can send in just about anything. Send in a 1/1. It's all still going to be 1 point of damage. It's true, which is Haj is saying, looking at their deck, they could honestly be short on playables for that Fry, which is why I conditioned it. If you would truly run that because you have to, okay, but if anybody's putting some... basically, if you're pre-sideboarding against me, that's no fun, right? Outrage looks pretty good here, though. Let's see if this resolves. Go full control so that we can... Oops. Boom, 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 boom. So, yeah, there's nothing... it doesn't matter. 2 things die, 2 things don't, and activating smuggler doesn't even matter here. Interesting that they didn't make the call on Winota at the regular BNR. I wonder if they've noticed something in the last week in Historic or something. Yeah, if we weren't going to activate it, maybe we should have been sending it. Mask is interesting. Mask could come down. We could just take out the skeleton right now. Should we do that? Let's do that. Oh, the skeleton doesn't stay dead. I was thinking if we take out the skeleton, then the smuggler is... then the smuggler can just swing and attack. I think I like that. Not 100% about this one, but I'm doing it so I don't sit here staring at a screen forever. And I could throw this on the soldier, and then if they go for the block, we can throw it. But they have the other one to block anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm just going to send all, and then we'll equip this at the end. Throw this on whatever soldier lives. And they have to think, yeah, if they go for the smuggler, okay, well, that's pretty easy. Then we just, finish it off here, and then we should be pretty good for the next turn. Yeah, there was definitely a play where you could have saved the mask for post-combat and gone, haha, you didn't know I was going to do this. But in this case, we got to attack with the smuggler and we're sure that it was going to live, so I liked doing that. My daughter is having a day, trying to help out. All right, sorry, Oppo, not trying to be rude. Let's see. We could, let's just go. Shoot it. Shoot it and win. A lot of ways to do it here. That's the way I chose. right, after a rough start, I've brought it back to even against chat today. I'm going to go, let's see, we got at least one more. I'm not going to promise anything more past this one. I need to get going on my afternoon. I'm going to take on Hengston here, though, and then see where we're at. But I think this is going to be my last game, folks. You sure you got, you 100% you got the right account of mine? We're on that first one. Oh, this would have been nice on the play, but I'll take it. With the Sprite making the Vanguard not even a good attack, we're going to start on Ember Kitty. Ooh, there's that Eagle we passed. Such a good card for the Skies deck. I guess we're going to smuggle and race. What can we do about this? We go... Because I could go Spitfire here, and then we start to block. I suppose they can't really block. I'm going to be somewhat bold and do a bluff attack here. I'll be impressed if Hengston comes up with a block. You can't put your Eagle at risk. And here, I'm going to go with Spitfire as Eagle blocker. Well, could use us a pacifism. Gonna try and punish the use of auras, but can't do it right now. So it's a butt fighting Sprite. And I'm gonna double Vanguard here. I think we're double Vanguarding. Yeah. Then maybe the Inspired Charge gets us out of this. Like, we're somewhat up against it here. Yeah, I could have swung first again, you're right, Mike. But at this point, it's like, we're going to pattern match another Vanguard, get another Vanguard out, send everything Inspired Charge, and cross our fingers. That's the plan. I don't know if we have enough time for the plan. This is quite the clock. Might have to give up a Sprite as a chump at some point to keep the plan intact. Portal doesn't really matter to us. So I'll think, like, pacifism would be almost the perfect draw. I still might pattern match, and then next turn we could Vanguard and pacifism, but we want to see pacifism or destroy tapped creature here. That's what we want. Come on, deck, give it to us. It's coming up Millhouse now, right? Oh yeah, that card's in our deck. I totally forgot this one. Yeah, swinging is good. If they block and we Inspired Charge here, that's fine. So let's start there. Is this 18? I don't even know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, yeah! I'll give it one more. That was quick. If there's somebody else from the draft who wants to battle, let's do it. That was a quick game. Yeah, that was good for us either way. Either we kill their eagle or we win the game. Either way, it was going to be good for us. Or let me try you. Let's see. Why don't you give me your username and let me see if I can buddy you. It also might be that I have too many buddies. That happened before as well. Let me kill some buddies. I know all these people. I think we're gonna unfriend Yuya. I don't know who Arcanite is, but I'm unfriending you. Okay. It was probably that. I bet that was it, Fanta. Yeah, see, it was just that I didn't have room. And I'll challenge you. Wait, yeah, best one. This is what I want. I guess they figured Magic players War Furnace. What Magic player needs more than 40 friend slots? I'm kidding. Magic makes friends. Magic players need tons of friend slots because this game creates friends out of nowhere. Look at all of you. All right, on the play with a Vanguard in hand. Let's see if it's worth playing. We have a Mastiff backup plan if Oppo has something that makes Vanguard less than spectacular as an opener. But we do have Pacifism. All right, we're in a great spot now because now we have turn 1 Vanguard and we have Pacifism if they come up with a blocker. Oh, man. Still looks all right, but that's unfortunate. Just when you think you're going to do the thing that you're trying to do, you know? Just when you think it. Ember Kitty, we have no other elementals in hand, so it does not help cast anything. Smuggler uses all of our mana. That makes me inclined to do that. However, Smuggler doesn't really do much. I'm going to play Vanguard because Smuggler does more for it next turn than this turn. If we draw a land, a mountain especially, probably go Ember Kitty or Mastiff and a Pacifism. Although if they don't come up with anything with toughness, maybe we just do that. Yeah. Yeah, definitely Pacifism, hopefully a mountain off the top. Mountain is just the perfect draw. If it's truly coming up Millhouse, there's a mountain on top of our library. Wrong one. But it still works. Still works. Still pacify, play a creature, so that's fine. You know, Mastiff, it's a better thing for the Smuggler. Again, we don't have anything we're ramping to with Embercat. Alright, that hurt, but we do get to outrage it once we find the mana for it. In the meantime, we can still get attacks through the smuggling. M20 is great. I like this format a lot. Simple stuff.
All right, everyone, chill.
The individual cards are simple and new player friendly, but the format combines cards in a lot of cool, interesting ways that I really like. And all the colors feel reasonably viable. Squad captain, we'll get to you eventually. Here's another two-spell turn, though. Well, I wonder who worked on this one. In talking with my former colleagues at Wizards of the Coast, if you wanted to give a hat tip for the quality of limited from this set, it would go to a guy named Yanni Skolnick, who's a R&D talent who's really good at his job. So, tip of the hat to Yanni. We're gonna say no. I mean, we could send in, let's see, what are we blocking with? Yeah, actually, we're not blocking this with anything, so I might as well send in this and get in a point. Is our squad captain going to be decent? Are we going to find mana and have a decent squad? I've never had a decent squad captain. That 3/3 squad captain I had was like, that's what I always get. Yeah, well, Anita's point says, I only recently learned that when Aaron Forsyth got put in charge of M10, it wasn't yet decided that it'd have new cards. That was the first core set that introduced new cards. Big game changer for him. I'm going to take all of this because we want a big squad captain next turn. I don't want to lose any more creatures than we've already lost. Got to go to 10. Ugh, and that's not great. We at least have this, though. Now, of course, I thought I was going to have a decent squad captain, but now I'm being beaten down, and I'm going to have to trade, and the squad captain's going to suck again. Yeah, Sentry has decent blocks. That's nice. Throw the token on the Inquisitor, and then threatened first strike is pretty decent at 3 power. I'm trying, Anitas. I'm trying. Yeah, I think Chandra's Embercat should be able to cast Chandra's Outrage. Clearly, this is Chandra magic, right? Absolutely. Infuriate is kind of interesting. But if they are stopped, we are stopped. We could send in the Sentry with Infuriate ready. What might they do? If they block with just the Hydra, we just win combat. We could send in the Inquisitor and have 5 points of first strike available. I kind of like sending in the Sentry. We could send in the Sentry and the Inquisitor, except that puts a spot where they could block correctly in 2 different places and it'd be bad. So if we attack, it's Sentry or Inquisitor, not both. I'm gonna... Yeah, that's true. We don't have anything else to do. I'll send in the Inquisitor because... they can't put the 2/2s on it, and I'm willing to use the Infuriate to get any of their 3 power, either of their 3 powers, so I'm fine with this. And then if they don't block, we just they take 2, and we have Infuriate, Sentry on defense. I like what David had to say in the sense that there's nothing else to do this turn except cast and Infuriate, so it's a good turn to try and use the Inquisitor, because then... That's weird. All right. Well, I'm going to start here. Make them have something, and then we have the Infuriate if they have something. I think I missed that sailor in the in one of the earlier games. Sorry for missing that meme. Now we're going to lose to sailor if we don't take care of that. It's the new problem. Draw a mountain. We're gonna have to use it on sailor. We're just gonna lose the card advantage if we don't kill that thing ASAP. Brawler, you say? Well, brawler. Telegraphing our Infuriate, but I like doing it this way. Bone to ash. I don't even think we're attacking now. The Infuriate's still fine. Right? Yeah, whatever, still fine. Might have to either trade for a Frost Lynx or use an Infuriate to save it. Alright. Thank you for that sub. Unwinnable? Why do you think this is unwinnable from here? We're a red source away from taking out their sailor, and then it's basically at parity. But a mountain showing up would sure be a nice little trick for this deck to pull off. Octoprofit going back to hand now. Sadly. Or maybe they're gonna get greedy and go for... Alright, alright, alright. That's fine. That's fine.
Alright, everyone. Chill.
Alright, it is sad that we need to use this on the outright. Now I don't feel like we're gonna win because of this. I felt like we were fine until this showed up. Now we can't really beat this. That being said, we still need to kill the sailor, or the card advantage is going to be devastating. Although maybe we need to kill the meteor golem because bouncing the golem is just too much. We could also wait and kill the thing they try to bounce. That probably makes sense as well. Going to be really tough to win through the sailor. That now we actually have to let them keep the sailor. So if I were Fantasia, I would be getting ready to portal my Meteor Golem and just take over this game. So I'm going to let him have it, and I'm going to try to hit the Golem with the Outrage in response to the bounce. Yeah, we can send Sentry and Mastiff here, because they both threaten the Golem. They're not going to block with the Golem, so this is fine. If they do block with the Frost Lynx, we're going to have to probably put the Sentry token on the Inquisitor, so we have activated 3 power of First Strike. I'm not going to save, we're not doing anything to save the Sentry. It's just an okay trade here. And by waiting, we have some risk here because they have open mana and cards, but it taps the portal, so they don't get to decide to use the portal on something else instead, is why we waited. Like the Octoprophet, for example. Or the Pup. Lots of little fun things for Oppo to do with the portal. I like a good portal deck. This is one of the reasons I like this format. Good build-arounds that... Uncommon build-arounds that aren't, like, really impressive. Mammoth Spider, pretty good against what we're up to. Very good in this format. I always wanted a Mammoth Spider in every one of my green M20 decks. This dude's okay, but nothing super special for a rare. Now we're gonna get flooded, of course, because that's how magic works, but let's make a squad captain. Any attacks? I guess we could send in the Mastiff, and it threatens the Spider. And what else would they possibly put on that? Nothing. So I think we can send in the Mastiff here. Oops. And they're not going to put the Spider on it, right? Then we'll just drop the Captain afterward. And they put the Spider on it. We spend 6 mana and trade, I guess. All right, spend 6 mana and trade is the new plan. Well, let me do it this way, just in case. Getting a little tight in here. Value engine underway for Oppo. We need some X. I don't even know what we draw from here to get out of this one, folks. We don't have anything in the deck that stops this engine, and that's what we really are going to lose to, besides the card advantage here. Yeah, Chandra to let us take out some of the engine points. Yeah, Chandra will give us a chance. Good call. True called out Chandra. Let's draw her right now. Ready? Boom. God's willing we would draw Chandra. We did not play a captain, at least have a God's willing to protect. But yeah, this is not the best. We could send here. Yeah, with God's willing, we can totally do this. If they double block, we get take out the Reclaimer or something. Could even send in Firecat. I guess we got to keep attacking, right? Let's do this. Firecat could just let this happen. Kitty's not doing much for us. I'd rather save the God willing for something like keeping our squad captain alive. So this is fine. Need an answer. We need to disrupt this portal combo quickly, though. Like, Chandra soon is basically our only hope. Which is funny. One card did that. Back before this portal was on board, somebody suggested we were way behind. I was like, what are you talking about? We're doing great. Now I agree. Now I agree that we're way behind. But, as our friend Max says,
your friend here is only mostly dead.
Chandra, help us out. Let's make this game interesting. You'd be fun to draw, Chandra, because then the game would actually be interesting. That's not very interesting. Can we... This doesn't attack. No. Just keep swinging. Just keep swinging. Yeah, lack of bounce from Oppo doesn't make much sense here. They passed on the chance to free up their pacified creature. That's true. We get the pacifism back. Maybe that's not why they're doing that. Maybe that's why they're not doing it. It just lets us pacify something else. Good call, Anitas. Forgot about that clause on the portal. It's been a while. Fantasia is like, I got my reasons. Maybe read the card there, Ryan. Yeah, still should have bounced something, right? No need to keep the pup around. At least that's got to be a mistake. Well, we saw Agent come out, and we had Agent in Pack 3, or Pack 2, pick one? Maybe it's Pack 3. Anyway, we'll probably, God's willing here. We can't let him steal anything or we just lose. Ooh, good scry, too. Of course, Portal plus Agent is something else. God's willing for the save for one turn. You ready to do this again next turn, everybody? Oh, wait, I'm not ready to do this again next turn. Agreed. This deck, Oppo's deck is sweet. Very sweet deck. And that probably does it in for us. We needed action here. Mountain in the face of a recurring agent is not going to get it done. I don't know if it's sick. It's definitely sweet. It's definitely sweet. Maybe it's sick. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen with 11 cards. Think we're going to finish this one on the even split. Yeah, it is a great portal. It's a sweet portal deck. There's no question it is just absolutely sweet. With, look at all this stuff they can bounce around here. We got Meteor Golem, Frost Lynx, Voracious Hydra, running unsummons to probably cast on their own stuff. They got such good ETBs. Fun deck indeed. And we're going to scoop it up. We can't win. No problem, Robert. We're wrapping it up anyway. You have a good one, and we'll catch you later. All right. Well, I had fun there. Actually, I want to go back to here. Here we go. That was fun. We got in a draft that I think went okay. Our Ikoria draft way back at the beginning of this whole thing didn't play out how we'd hoped, but we followed the signals to what was a very good cycling deck and just didn't get there. We 2-3'd. We came back strong with 2 agents and 2 golems. Oh, Fantasia, your deck was sweet. Nice. That's maybe the best portal deck I've ever seen then. 2 agents. Awesome. Wow. And you say 2 golems as well? 2 agents and 2 golems? Oh, man. Sweet. All right. That's incredible. Yeah. Well, actually, wait. We may have packs to open, right? Let's do this before we say goodbye to YouTube. We'll check on our status for the day. Well, we didn't open any wild cards, so we're clearly... we didn't open any gems, so we haven't completed our 4X yet, but we got to be pretty close. I guess since we didn't see wild cards, that's our answer. I mean, I checked a few, like, last week, and we were, like, 35 rares away, so we got to be very, very close to the old... very close to get to the full set of Ikoria. Yeah, we realized that you had your reasons for not bouncing Octopus, but why didn't you bounce the pup? On the turn you didn't bounce... You went one turn where you didn't bounce a pup that you could have bounced, and I didn't understand. Maybe you were looking to chump or something, but whatever, you crushed us. Well done. And, well, we got some wild cards up here. The gems will be coming soon. We've got, look at this, 73 rares, 34 mythics. Suffice it to say, we can do whatever we want on the system. That's where we want to be, which is pretty great. Thank you for hanging out, YouTube friends. We'll catch you next time, all right? Bye.